Hi, BrenTech here, where tech is made simple. So we finally have a new version of the Vivaldi web browser for desktop, version 6.4. And Vivaldi takes a little bit longer than the other Chromium-based web browsers to push out version upgrades. They roll out every 8 weeks or so with Vivaldi, where the other Chromium-based web browsers are every 3 to 4 weeks. And like most updates to Vivaldi, because of the longer release schedule, we get a packed release once again with a lot of new features and obviously a lot of improvements, changes, bug fixes, and so on. Now, as you can see, once this update has been applied, which actually rolled out just a couple of hours ago, earlier today on the 26th of October, the browser version bumped up to 6.4.3160.34. And the Chromium platform, which the browser is based on, has finally been upgraded to version 118.0.5993.122. Now, just focusing quickly on that Chromium platform, it does include a couple of security fixes that obviously have been pushed out to the other Chromium-based web browsers like Google Chrome. So just double check your browsers up to date, because that will also include numerous security fixes that have been rolling out over the last couple of days to the other browsers. So Vivaldi now finally will be patched and up to date with those latest security fixes. Now, first of all, Vivaldi says, just focusing on a little bit of the new features now, the latest version of the browser on the desktop, they say, is now more powerful and personal and ensures secure data syncing across platforms, including Android, iOS, and in cars. And in case you didn't know, Vivaldi is available now as a feature in your car. And because of this, they've improved the sync, the cross-platform sync with Vivaldi. Now, just to get to the sync quickly, we head up to our settings, our menu, head to settings, and here you'll see sync. So this is obviously where you can turn on sync to sync all your data across the different platforms. Now, Vivaldi says that the sync now is a lot improved, and obviously keeps your data accessible between your computers, tablets, and smartphones, and also in your car now. So your bookmarks, your passwords, your typed history, open tabs, reading lists, and notes are always in sync. And they've also given us a little bit of info into their servers, where they say keeping your data safe is their priority with this improved sync. So that is why they store the sync data on their own servers in Iceland. And even though they are using the sync engine from Chromium, because obviously the browser is based on the open source Chromium platform, they have modified it to use their own server instead of Google servers. This means you do not need to trust Google, they say, with your data. And they have also added encryption to the data. So lots going on with sync. So better sync regarding your data across those different platforms. Now, moving on to the next, and picture-in-picture pop-out videos, as Vivaldi calls it, finally has a full volume control in the picture-in-picture window. And apparently this is a highly requested feature. So in this update, they've added a full volume level control to the pop-out video player. So just to demonstrate, if I just head over to a video and we open up that picture-in-picture or pop-out videos, as they are calling it with Vivaldi, you get a full-on volume control now, which I think is a nice move. And it seems like a lot of the browsers are adding a volume control into their pip and picture-in-picture windows. So Vivaldi no exception with this update. Moving on to the next new feature, and as many of you will know, Vivaldi has a built-in mail, calendar, and feed reader. And I've got those placed here in my sidebar. Now, I personally do not use the calendar and the mail and the feed reader in Vivaldi. But apparently now, over and above a lot of mail improvements, Vivaldi Mail now makes all your emails available offline. So you now have offline access to your different emails, which I think is a nice move. And if we just head back to our settings quickly, and this time we head down to our calendar, and we scroll down here, event templates. Now, if you are using Vivaldi Calendar, they have introduced calendar templates, where you can easily create templates for your frequently occurring events. Like here you can see 1 hour meeting, doctor's appointments, birthday, and so on. So if I click on a doctor's appointment, you can click on edit, and yeah, you can obviously edit that template. So if you are using calendar, that's a bit of an improvement that has rolled out. And that's the new features. And if we just head back to the actual release notes for this update, let's just head over to Vivaldi releases. And we just click on the change log, and I've mentioned the new features. And if we scroll down to the actual change log, yeah, you can see change log 6.2 to 6.4, lots going on. So if you want more information regarding all the improvements, the fixes, the add-ons, the changes, the removals, and so on, just head to the release notes and just check those out. This will give you a lot more information. If I had to go through this, we would be here for the next month. So as mentioned, lots going on, including upgrading to Chromium version 118. And that's more or less what's new. As mentioned, Vivaldi does get a good couple of improvements when they do roll out their version upgrades because of that longer release schedule. But nonetheless, if you are using Vivaldi on a regular basis or as your main web browser, I think that some of these improvements would be a nice handy move in the right direction. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.